Hey, Billy Jam.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, how you doing, man?
I'm doing very well. For people tuned in, I have a hardworking, lifelong veteran pioneer of the genre of hip-hop, Lovebug Starski, on the phone. And to say that you put hip-hop on the map is an understatement. You literally put hip-hop on the map because you created the term hip-hop, right?
Yes, I am one that coined the phrase hip-hop, and I'm definitely proud to say that I'm a part of it. Me and a few other brothers from the neighborhood that really believed in what we were doing at the time. We didn't know what we were doing, but all we wanted to do was play music and make people dance and make people happy, and that's how it all came to life. It was just something that I love. Number one, I've always loved music. I've always was in a singing group and talent shows, and at the time the South Bronx was at a very bad time. Transitional, like Bronx was literally burning down, and me and a couple other friends of mine said we lived in a certain hub in the Bronx, so everybody would bring their little speakers out. Wasn't no mixers and stuff like that because nobody's parents had money to supply us with a state of the art that was happening in them times. It was just everybody would call it a park jam. We plug up our equipment into the lamppost, and just played music, man, and we were playing till 4, 5, 6 in the morning, and unbelievably, cops wouldn't disturb us because they had everybody in one spot. They knew where everybody was, not like today. You can't even play a boombox out in the park no more if it's too loud, But that old cliche, music calms the savage beast. I guess that flew out the window a long time ago. Nobody knew how it was going to turn out. Nobody knew. They will literally be lying to you. If they say, well, I knew this was going to be a $1 billion business, and everybody, that's somebody that, that's going to come along, and there's going to be a Jay-Z, there's going to be a Biggie, there's going to be a Tupac. People's going to make millions of dollars off of this. Record companies are going to exploit these kids out of the neighborhoods and stuff like that. Nobody knew that, man. A whole lot of years before it really caught on. A lot of doors got slammed in my face. A lot of people said, stop making that noise. I got kicked out of school by banging on the desk, rapping and hip-hopping. And because that was one of my rhymes. When I got stuck for words, I used to go hip, hop, hip, hop. It was a nursery rhyme, man,
So that's how it came about.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sort of like what Missy Elliott was writing for a lot of people that blew up. Nursery rhyme just coincided with the music, and that's the God's honest truth.
So that was back before anybody was recording anything in the early mid-70s.
Yeah, there wasn't no records, man. I was Grandmaster Flash, first MC. There wasn't no Furious 5. Man, Bada was giving his little parties in Bronx River Center. He would invite me to come play and DJ on the side of his equipment. I had my own little column speakers, I don't know if you remember those PV columns, the tall, skinny ones. I had 2 of those. And there was a Young Red Alert, there was an Africa Islam, and there was Jazzy J. And nobody was famous. Nobody cared about being famous. People, when you walked in those parties back in those days, man, people were dancing. They were sweating. Unlike today, you walk into a party today, everybody's on a cell phone. Nobody. You ever notice that, Jam?
Yep.
You go into a party and every woman that's sitting in the place, they're on their cell phone or they bothering the DJ. Can I plug my phone up? What am I, AT&T now?
But when you look around at hip-hop today, what is your feeling of the music that's being made? Do you feel good about it? What do you think?
I don't think about it. Everything is so political. There's a lot of undeserving. Let's put it this way. There's a lot of untalented, lucky people out there. There's a lot of talented people that can't get in. And it's sad because the industry has ruined it a long time ago. I've been taken advantage of. Hell, my mother didn't even know I had a hit record on the radio. I still feel today there's no one that can fill the shoes of Tupac or Biggie. Mm-hmm. And the music of today, I wish people would stop calling it hip-hop because it's not hip-hop. Rap music, hip-hop was, the intentions of hip-hop music is to involve the crowd into our happiness, to make them a part of what's happening in the party. Crowd response. I was the one that came up with the term Boogie Down Bronx, money making Manhattan. Somebody say make money, money, make money, money, money. I did all of that. Years down the line, you hear the same old, throw your hands in the air. I did all of that way before rap records were even pressed up. Sylvia Robinson cut the Rapper's Delight track for me. She didn't cut that track for Wonder Mike and Big Bang Hank and Master G. If she was living, she'll tell you the truth. And even those guys know that track wasn't for them. To me, my first record was on Harlem World Records. Taste the Records. It was Lovebug Starski and the Harlem World crew. And I sold every bit of 25 records. But I did a birthday party for Sylvia Robinson at Harlem World. And she's never seen nobody like me DJing and having a crowd response. And she went home and woke her husband up and said, I know how we going to get out the hole. Because again, Harlem and the Bronx, and people wasn't doing well back then. But she was a visionary. And she had more balls than a bunch of men out here. I mean, they went and borrowed a whole bunch of money and they made good. She's always treated me like one of her sons, man. I love that lady to this day. And a lot of people say that she did them wrong, but she made them money. They don't give people credit that really deserves it. I've always been a solo artist, and I always went the opposite way. I've always been an innovator. I used to play for Russell Simmons when he went to college. I was the only DJ that he would use. That's how he paid his tuition. He gave parties. I never went to school for it. I was blessed with a gift that God gave me, and I recognized it early. Everybody goes through their ups and downs in this music business. Before I came along and after I go, music has no color, and I don't box myself in on any kind of music. The Smith sample, my record, You Gotta Believe, and I just found that out. It is what it is, man. I've been around the world. I've been blessed. And I didn't pay a dime to go anywhere, and I got 3 or 4 passports, and it's been a hell of a ride for me, man, and I love it.
And you're still doing what you love.
Oh yeah, you can't stop it. I had the biggest selling record on the Fever label, You Gotta Believe, at the Fever. Me and Larry Smith did those records. Larry Smith did. We did. It's like that, Sucker MCs. You Gotta Believe, and At the Fever in 3 days. In 3 days. And if you really do your homework, those records came out in the same month. We toured together, me, Run DMC, everything. And Russell really wanted me with him, but I was, tangled up with Sal. And I really don't like what's going down as far as him he done had Fever reunions at Radio City Music Hall. If you really want the guy that was responsible for DJing for years and years and years, he might say, oh, Flash, he DJ'd at my club, Hollywood, and this person. That's because they're doing much better. There's somebody that's credible enough that when you say their name, oh, you really had Flash at your club? Flash had every bit of one night, and that's if he showed up. I played there 6 nights a week. 6 nights a week from sundown to sunup. When you say Disco Fever, everybody say Lovebug Starski.